We can now do some politics. The opposition National Democratic Congress has petitioned the Secretary General of the Commonwealth Secretariat over what it describes as gross violation of human rights of leading members of the National Democratic Congress. In view of this, the party says that the judiciary is being used by the current administration to intimidate and harass its members sharply, which contradicts the tenets of good governance. General Secretary of the NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, cited amongst many others the ongoing court case against the party's chairperson, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo, and its ranking member on the Finance Committee, Kesela Tofos, and as evidence to back the claims of the party that its members are being targeted. He argues that the situation threatens the country's political stability and further erodes the country's democratic governance.
And so, apart from this, there's a case of Dr. Kisel Atoforsen, who has been very persistent in calling government to account for financial malfeasance and making sure that if government does not account for its stewardship, then it will be difficult for the nation to contribute further resources by way of taxation to that government that has declared itself unaccountable to the citizens. From nowhere, charges have been trumped up and put on this honorable member, and is now, before the courts. If you take the case of media practitioners, Commonwealth believes in right to information, freedom of the media, and so on. Now, all the indications about media practice in Ghana is that media is being harassed and clamped down. You have a situation where in one swoop, more than 100 radio stations were closed down selectively, because it is the belief that these radio stations were not singing the praises of government. So, having stated this, the particulars of our appeal is this: that the actions of the government of Ghana create conditions that threaten Ghana's political stability and further erode our democratic values. It is very unfortunate that after riding on the high horse and banner of a human rights activist, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has become a democratic despot who brooks no opposition. The petitioner believes that in line with the objectives of the Commonwealth of Nations and the Harare Declaration, it is appropriate that we address this petition to this honorable body. The persecutions, threats, and killings of supporters of members of NDC violate the values and objectives of the Commonwealth and will create conditions that will threaten and jeopardize the peace and security of Ghana. We humbly request that the Commonwealth of Nations, through your good offices, to 1. Closely follow the political and human rights situation in Ghana, since the promotion and protection of human rights, democracy, and fundamental freedoms is a core value of the Commonwealth. 2. Send a team to investigate the matters raised in particular, and send a team of lawyers, judges, and legal experts to assess the adequacy and quality of the justice being administered to members of the NDC who are facing criminal prosecutions. 3. Continue to engage with the government of Ghana and support and encourage their pursuit of accountability for the perpetrators of the Ayawaso West Wogon constituency by-election violence and the gruesome state-sponsored killings of 8 innocent Ghanaians during the 7 December 2020 general elections. Monitor the human rights situation in Ghana and the criminal persecution of members of the NDC. Engage with a broad range of actors, including government officials, political parties, representative of civil society to respect, promote, and protect human rights in Ghana, and call upon the government of Ghana to put a stop to these persecutions, harassments, threats, and killings of supporters and members of the National Democratic Congress. We haven't mentioned all of them, but this is just about the summary. We have had cause to complain about the harassment of lawyers who are perceived to have sympathies with NDC. They are dealt with according to different standards as lawyers who support other political parties, particularly the ruling government, by the General Legal Council. And we think that in the coming days, we would be holding further press conferences and take other democratically but unspecified actions to ensure that there will be, rule of law in this our dear country.